Finally, the results of the 2014 elections are out, and as the exit polls predicted, it is the BJP that has emerged triumphant, and it is the Modi wave that has swept the country with a telling effect.
Historic day, historic moment. It's the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. It's indeed a historic day and a historic moment for the entire nation, and the BJP in particular. Roughly a year ago, the nation was abuzz with talks of Modi being a household name. Not just that, talks also abounded in how a Modi wave had engulfed the nation. But contrary to many such talks, there were also talks that there was nothing called a Modi wave. Believe it or not, now it is not just a wave, but a tsunami. With the staggering numbers they have got, Modi and his men have literally stunned the world. Let's take a look at the seats the party has won. Total number of seats in Lok Sabha, 543. Total number of seats the BJP leads, 282. Yes, that is indeed a phenomenal statistic for any party. A lead in 282 seats out of 543 is way beyond the magic number of 273. That is a must for forming a government at the centre. If that was at the national level, the statistics in different states will literally stump you. Congress routed in MP, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Delhi. These states have traditionally been a BJP bastion, but none would have imagined such big numbers for the Saffron Party. The party has literally decimated the Congress here. The efforts put in by Modi have paid off, and that would certainly not be an exaggeration. And the results are there to see. If the party got tremendous numbers in the states that we just mentioned, it has literally got a windfall in those states considered to be a rough terrain for the BJP. Major gains in hostile states. In Assam, the BJP has managed to lead in 7 seats, the first time in the history of the Northeast. If you move to Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, the BJP has earned seats which is so hard even to believe. That's not all. And if you travel down south, the BJP has managed to sneak in with a seat in God's own country, Kerala. With such epoch-making success, the nation is upbeat. In the national capital, Dr. Harshvardhan, BJP candidate, could be seen reveling with party workers. People even prepared sweets and distributed them. In Varanasi, which had become the Sinosha, you could see people completely lost in celebrations of Modi's victory. Kanpur too was no different. In Namma Bengaluru, BJP has won a major chunk, and the glee was evident when MP-elects praised Narendra Modi for his work.
Under Narendra Modi, the people of country can expect glorious future with buoyant economy and security, both internal and external, as well as a transparent and honest good governance.
Party President Rajnath Singh too was all praise for Modi.
यह मैंडेट नरेंद्र भाई मोदी की लोकप्रियता, क्षमता, प्रामाणिकता के लिए भी एक प्रकार का जनादेश है। इसमें कहीं दो मत नहीं है कि जिसे हमने प्रधानमंत्री के उम्मीदवार के रूप में घोषित किया था नरेंद्र भाई मोदी को, उन्होंने अथक परिश्रम किया है। पार्टी के सभी नेताओं ने परिश्रम किया है, लेकिन सर्वाधिक सैकड़ों रैलियों को संबोधित और सैकड़ों ऐसे अन्य कार्यक्रमों को भी जिस तरीके से उन्होंने संबोधित किया है, मैं समझता हूं स्वतंत्र भारत के इतिहास में किसी राजनेता ने इतनी रैलियों को और इतने कार्यक्रमों को इतने कम समय में कभी भी संबोधित नहीं किया होगा।
Finally, let's listen in to what Modi's mother had to say.
દેશના વિકાસ મારું આશીર્વાદ છે. દેશનો વિકાસ થયો મારું આશીર્વાદ છે. દેશનો વિકાસ થયો મારું આશીર્વાદ છે. દેશનો વિકાસ થયો મારું આશીર્વાદ છે.
Well, chants of Namo continue to reverberate. It indeed would not be an exaggeration to state that the nation has been swept over by not just the Modi wave, but a tsunami. Let's wish him the very best in his new role as a Prime Minister of India. A News9 report.
One would want to come up with a specific term for Congress's performance in the general elections, but for the moment, terming it their worst performance ever should not be wrong. Here's a breakdown of the party's decline in the last 30 years. 403 in 1984. 30 years later, Congress gets just 47. Without an iota of doubt, the performance of Congress in the 2014 general elections can be called their worst ever. The occasion is apt to recall Rajiv Gandhi's performance in 1984 when he led Congress to a landslide victory. The party won 403 seats, the best performance ever by a party till date. The then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's assassination on October 31st, 1984 created a sympathy wave for the Congress. Starting from 1984, the party's performance has seen a slow but steady decline, culminating in the 2014 performance, where the party has not been able to even attain 100 seats. This speaks volumes about the party's leadership and those responsible for the party's performance. Congress's performance has been so dismal that many senior leaders who were at the forefront during campaigning have lost. What spelled their doom? Congress jumped to power in 2004 after the NDA led by Atal Bihari Vajpayee failed to form the government. Initially, all was well in the UPA camp, but slowly their performance started declining. Numerous scams started haunting the UPA-led government at the centre, but what dealt the final blow was Rahul Gandhi's unwillingness to step forward and take charge. It was only recently that Congress anointed Rahul as the face of the party, and that is when he reluctantly stepped forward and started campaigning. Rahul could not gain the desired momentum, and even if he did, could not turn the same into votes across the nation. Campaigning for the general elections saw Congress try all they could, but opposition time and again did not miss a chance to dig up their past and use it against them. Congress's decline was clearly visible by their performance when they failed to make an impact in the Delhi Assembly election, where they lost to a newbie party, the Aam Aadmi Party. It was at that moment when Congress High Command was almost certain that they were heading to a dismal performance in the coming general elections.
जहां तक कांग्रेस का प्रश्न है, भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस अपनी परंपरा, बुनियादी सिद्धांतों और आदर्शों के लिए हमेशा संघर्ष करेगी और उनके साथ कभी समझौता नहीं करेगी। हमें जो भी समर्थन मिला है उसके लिए मैं मतदाताओं और अपनी पार्टी के सभी कार्यकर्ताओं को धन्यवाद देती हूं। मैं पार्टी की अध्यक्ष हूं, इसीलिए हार की जिम्मेदारी मैं स्वीकार करती हूं।
Congress won 415 seats in 1984, whereas it reduced to 197 in 1989. Then they climbed up to 244 in 1991 and settled for 140 in 1996. In 1998, Congress managed to get 141 seats, whereas in 1999 they managed to garner 114 seats. In 2004, they managed to get 145 seats, and in 2009 it had increased to 206. Speaking when the trend started coming in, most of the Congress leaders said that they would not shirk away from taking moral responsibility for the defeat. They even defended that Rahul Gandhi alone could not be held responsible for the defeat. But what most of the leaders refused was stating the obvious. none of the spokespersons who even spoke about what worked against them. It seemed that the Congress was preparing to accept defeat even before the counting began. From dynasty politics to a decimated dynasty. That is what Congress is at the moment. Opposition time and again harped that Congress was heading to an abysmal performance thanks to their Shahzada and dynasty politics, and the results have proven just the same. For the Congress in India, it is more than just introspection that will save them from total annihilation. A News9 report.